Breaking: Paul Ryan and his family in immediate danger. Feds deployed to his home. Here's what we know. This is the guy. America's freedom fighters previously reported that there is a nationwide manhunt is on for a Wisconsin man wanted for a series of crimes, including stealing over a dozen guns and allegedly plotting mass violence targeting law enforcement and political figures. Wisconsin police say they very well could be engaged in a suicide by cop scenario if they encounter manhunt suspect Joseph Jakubowski, wanted for stealing guns and mailing a 161-page manifesto to President Trump. I'm confident that if that were the case, we are going to do everything we can to keep our community safe and keep our officers safe. Rock County Sheriff Richard Spoden said on America's News HQ. We haven't had anyone get hurt, and we certainly don't want him to get hurt. In addition, local and federal law enforcement officials said they would provide extra security to House Speaker Paul Ryan, who hails from the city, Janesville, at the center of the search, and his family, Fox News reports. Rock County Sheriff's officials on Monday evening said they received 150 additional tips, bringing the total number of tips in this case to more than 500. More than 100 were being investigated Monday evening, Fox 6 reported. Investigators on Monday evening released new photos showing Jakubowski's tattoos. That's on the right hand, upper right arm. Jakubowski posted a video on social media of him mailing a manifesto to President Trump on Tuesday. Shortly thereafter, he broke into Janesville gun shop, Armageddon Supplies, and stole 16 high-end guns along with suppressors. Police also believe he has a bulletproof vest and military-style helmet. Let's take a listen.
Next tonight, the nationwide alert for a suspect considered extremely dangerous. Schools shut down. The suspect last seen in Wisconsin, leaving a trail of evidence. Here's ABC senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas.
This is Joseph Jakubowski, seen here in a disturbing video posted to his social media account.
We'll never forget this face.
The man wanted by Wisconsin police and the FBI, and believed to be plotting an act of mass violence.
He feels that the government and law enforcement in particular are acting as terrorists and are enslaving the people.
Police say you can see him in this surveillance photo stealing 16 firearms from the Armageddon gun shop before setting his car on fire and disappearing. 150 law enforcement officials now engaged in an urgent manhunt, saying he's apparently fixated on President Trump. Here he is actually mailing a 161-page anti-government manifesto to the president. Police so concerned they shut down local schools after he allegedly made threats against them too. Tonight, authorities admit Jakubowski could be anywhere, so this is now a nationwide manhunt, and the FBI is asking for the public's help. David?
Pierre Thomas at the FBI tonight.
To anybody that got this letter, you might want to read it. The 32-year-old Jakubowski said as he walked into the parking lot of a southern Wisconsin post office, holding an oversized white envelope bearing multiple stamps and containing a 161-page manifesto addressed to President Donald Trump. Quote, "There it is, you see it, it's getting shipped. Revolution, it's time for a change." The scene comes from a 15-minute video shot before Jakubowski disappeared last week and subsequently released by Rock County Sheriff officials. Investigators have said Jakubowski's manifesto details a long list of grievances against the government and law enforcement and threatens attacks against schools and public officials. Again, Janesville is the hometown of House Speaker Paul Ryan, and officials said local and federal prosecution for Ryan and others is heavy as this manhunt continues. Let's take a listen.
Police are expanding their manhunt for the Wisconsin man suspected of stealing guns and threatening an attack on the government. Joseph Jakubowski was videotaped sending a manifesto to President Trump, and police now saying they anticipate some kind of endgame. Joining us now is Robert Spoden, the sheriff for Rock County, Wisconsin, and David Moore is the chief of the Janesville, Wisconsin Police Department. Gentlemen, thank you. This suspect, fugitive, is not unknown to law enforcement. What do you know about him?
He's been known to Janesville officers for many years, largely municipal type crimes, traffic type violations. But about 8 years ago, he did attack one of our police officers. He attempted to disarm the officer, and he spent some prison time for that crime.
Apparently, the stepfather has said that he worries that the fugitive, which is his stepson, is actually looking for some sort of suicide by cop, that he wants to end his life. How do you approach trying to track down and apprehend a suspect like that?
Well, actually, that's pretty common with people that have, been involved in situations like this, where they don't believe that there is a way out for them. And one of the things that we're taking away so far is that we haven't had anyone get hurt, and we certainly don't want him to get hurt. And our officers are trained; they have good training in the sense of being able to deal with these type of individuals that are, wanting to harm themselves by using the police as a method. So I'm confident that if that were the case, we're going to do everything we can, obviously, to keep the community safe, keep our officers safe, but also we want to make sure that he as well stays safe.
I read that he has, in his manifesto, he wrote with some very anti-religious commentary, and that there was concern that perhaps he was trying to make a stand at a religious service, and with Easter coming up, does that have you on even more heightened alert?
In Mr. Jakubowski's writings, there were two themes that seemed to come out. One was the anti-religious theme, the other was anti-government. And accordingly, we're putting our patrols in place to cover those areas. Certainly, if this matter stretches on into Easter, those religious ceremonies in our communities will be well patrolled.
And I assume that you have good cooperation then with the federal government as well, since the letter was sent directly to President Trump.
Yes, we've had a very good partnership with our federal friends. The FBI has brought forth a great deal of resources and personnel. ATF has been extremely helpful. Secret Service, even the state of Wisconsin, all of them have been extremely helpful for us. It has made quite a large footprint with the law enforcement being here, and we are confident that with the resources that we have, as well as the personnel that's been given us, that we'll be able to bring this individual into custody.
And of course, you're in Janesville, which happens to be the hometown of the Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, and I'm sure that you're cooperating with his security as well.
We are.
All right. Thank you so much, and we wish you well in trying to track him down and that nobody gets hurt in the process.
Again, Janesville is the hometown of House Speaker Paul Ryan, and officials said local and federal protection for Ryan and others is heavy as this manhunt continues. The FBI has listed a $10,000 reward for any information leading to Joseph Jakubowski's capture. He is believed to be in possession of a ballistic helmet, body armor, a wide range of high-end firearms, and is intent on committing acts of mass violence. He can be anywhere in the country, so please share this picture everywhere so he has nowhere to hide. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you for watching.